Hey, so what's good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. So on this one, I'll be just doing a documentation of my life basically, and on this topic, I want to speak about stress. So personally, I've been under like loads of stress forever already, but the last few months has been like really much, little too much actually, and I can see its effects now because I've actually started to become very forgetful, and I noticed that today, like I planned to go out and get my hair like done, you know, and so I arrived at the salon, but just around the corner is an ATM. So I thought before I go in, let me draw some cash, which I will use for payment when I'm done. And so at the ATM, I no, I actually there was a queue at the ATM first. So I went into the a shop where I could get cash back, and I requested cash back only to find I'm unable to remember my PIN. The PIN I'm entering in is the incorrect one, and the result back is saying incorrect PIN. So I had to leave that. And if that's not bad enough, I had to cancel at the salon, but I didn't have my phone on me because of problems with the phone and its charging pin and what have you. So I had to now just abandon that plan basically. And the reason for that trip was just to, the self care and just to do something for myself that's going to keep my spirits uplifted. Mother's Day is coming up and my birthday is coming up. So I was just like trying to do something that's going to keep me in a positive spirit, just to ward off all this stuff that I'm currently dealing with. And this is not even the first time. Like this, about 3 weeks back, also I had an experience where I planned nicely. I'm going to the shops, my grocery list from the day before already. Right, tomorrow I'm going to the shop. This is what I'm wearing. This is, just plan, and then get to the shops, do all the shopping, and get to the till check out time to pay. I realize that I don't have my bank card for payment. So I'm starting to see that this has become a pattern. And after today's experience, I really realized that the amount of stress I'm under is really not healthy. It's really not healthy, and it just keeps ramping up. It's just now more worse, with no security of a job. Hoping this channel can take off and become sustainable for the future. But either way, like, just the stress is really much. And so, like, the work situation was really much for me. It was a toxic environment there, and I was just like constantly disrespected and bullied and what have you. So eventually I just decided just to stop going, just to not pitch basically. And it's sad because as I said in the other video, it's not the first time finding myself in the situation, and I'm not even sure right now if I handled it the best way. But either way, what I do know is that life will give you some situations. You'll find yourself in some situations, but you're never going to be 100% ready for anything. Whether it's like having a baby, giving birth, or getting married, or what have you, leaving a job. You're never going to be 100% prepared, 100% ready, but sometimes you just have to have faith in yourself and just take the jump, take the plunge. So this is where I found myself right now, and I believe that I'm able to, and I also had the belief that it's like this may be the lost opportunity for a better life for me. I'm not getting any younger, and I mean, my life has been really hard, but I think it's prepared me. The self work I've done with regarding my mindset, the healing work I've done to this point, as I said, I think that I'll never be more ready than this. And somebody said, you're never gonna be 100% ready. So even when you at 75, and you see that like it's do or die, then, and that's where I found myself basically. And I know, or I knew that taking this jump, it's basically me. It's basically me breaking the old way, because it's like everything in my life currently where it's at is not working for me. You know, the job, the home situation, just my whole life on all levels. It's not working for me. I don't want this anymore. So this has to come down, it has to die and break and unravel. It's like all these agreements and contracts that I got myself into, all all the agreements I entered into to find myself where I'm at now. I did so at a time I wasn't healed, healthy, or even conscious. I was really broken and desperate, and I didn't know even the concept of self love. So I entered into like friendships, agreements, even with the job situation, all from a place of desperation and brokenness. And that's how I found myself where I am today, where nothing is working. I'm not happy. I'm seeing now that I deserve more, I'm worth more. And this is from the self um, work, the work on myself that I've done, like regarding the mental health work, like, mindset work rather, and also just the healing of my inner child, just looking at my life, I ended up like, from all of the experiences, I ended up, I was in retail, working in retail, and that was like also really abusive. It became quite toxic there. I had a um, supervisor that we didn't really get along with, and so I left that. But then I totally like was done with retail, the long hours, the weekends in, and the pay wasn't that grand. So I found me like a whole different industry basically, and I like started at the real bottom there again. And so I worked. There was like in the shop, like there was lots of downtime where I could have to myself and think about life. And also I was alone, like working alone. I didn't have lots of team, like there was outer team, but they were external, like kind of a thing. In my department, I was just running the show basically. There was loads of downtime, so I used this opportunity and the downtime to like really do the healing work, and what have you. And I've grown so much in that place, like, yeah. So there was tons of growth, self growth, and where I started to like come to a place where I was like, not tolerating the disrespect anymore. I started to see my value, see my worth, start to love myself, start to heal myself. I'm still on the journey, still a long way to go. But yeah, so basically, so this is where I found myself, in this situation. As I said, it became toxic, and I just now, you know, had enough. And as I said now, you'll never be 100% you, so I had to leave. And so now, with all the stress and everything I was dealing with there. So now, with this thing of like that whole life that I built up over all that time, it's breaking down now as I am wanting better and wanting more for myself, and am saying no, enough of that. I don't want that. It's almost like a death and then a button or a jump to, I don't know, the future's unknown, but just hoping that I can get some wings and God can come through for me as He always does. Ugh, yeah, so that's where I'm at now, and that old systems that are built up to support me and comfort me, it needs to break down. The old needs to die in order for new to be possible, basically. And this is the um, chance or the choice that I've made. This is currently where I'm at. And it's really tough because it's like everything is breaking down at the same time. It's like nothing is going right. And I understand this is what I asked for. But then I start finding myself wishing to backpedal. It's really, really challenging. But I'm bold for it. I gotta believe that I'm bold for it, and I gotta believe that it's God's plan for my life. It's the only way I get to level up, and it's the only hope or chance I have of ever reaching my purpose in this life. So yeah, that's all for this one. So what can I say about stress? If you dealing with stress, take let us take good care of ourselves. I think the things that I'm going to start doing to help me in this regard, I think I need to listen to more music because that really uplifts me. I need to see about feeding and caring for my body, that I eat well, that I hydrate. Maybe I'm gonna see about journaling. Also gonna read more Bible and get some sun. This isolation is really got me like stuck indoors, or even if I go out, it's just to the shop. I really need to work on my physical. Yeah, basically just find and do things that make me happy, because that can then fight and alleviate symptoms of stress. So yeah, all for this one. This has been me finding my higher voice. I hope it blesses you, and let's just remember that you're not alone, no matter what. As I like to say always, God got you. God got me. Keep me in prayer, and this has been me finding my higher voice. See you on the next one. Peace out.